Hello, hello! Today I am making something different. You might be used to seeing me crochet on this channel. Today I'll be making a smörgåstårta, which is what I'll be enjoying when I'm live streaming tomorrow. I have prepared quite some, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of how I do some of this. So trimming the edges of this white bread. Very simple. And as you can see, I've already done that on a lot of it. Just the last pieces here, like how am I doing this? I'm just gonna jump straight into actually making this. And I will only be doing half of it today. The other half will have to wait until tomorrow. And I will explain why. All of these ends, they're not gonna be wasted. You can make croutons out of those. I'm gonna dip them in something and maybe some croutons, we'll see. But for now, those are put to the side. So just plain white bread. And I have enough to make this size of a smörgåstårta. I will be filling it with seafoody stuff. So first, I'm gonna mix all the creamy stuff together. I have cream cheese, and I like to start with that because it usually takes a little bit to blend or mix. So I'm just gonna start with that. It's been a while since I did this. I always wing it, but I don't remember all the ratios. So I might have enough that I already prepped and have on my counter, or I don't have enough and have to go to the fridge and get some. These are 200 grams packages, and now we have cream cheese under my fingernails, which is always fun. I will be making one big batch to start with, and then I will be dividing it. That's why I have the little one there, because there's two fillings, or well, there's one filling on the inside, and then there's going to be another filling on the outside, kind of like a crumb coat, but it's the same base. So I'm going to start with that to make the main base. I'm just going to wipe my hands, get rid of some of this under my nails so I don't get it all over the place, right? So cream cheese is usually a little bit hard or stiff, and it doesn't mix well with the other things if you mix it all at once. So it just needs to be a little bit pre-mixed to play nice with the other ingredients. Or you put them in like a mixer, and you probably don't have that issue, but yeah, there we go. So now I have creme fraiche, 5 deciliters. And all of that goes in. I got spoons out. I don't know why I got spoons out. I'm not gonna need them. Come on. I'll just scoop it out. So I will be enjoying this smörgåstårta tomorrow on my live stream. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this before or after, but hey, at least you will be able to see both if you want to. There we go with that. And mix a little bit. Okay, I'll use a spoon for this. And now I have Turkish yogurt. So I'll be adding some of that. Very popular or very common in smörgåstårta is mayo. I do not like mayonnaise. It's just not my thing. I'll definitely eat smörgåstårta with mayo. It's just not my favorite. So I'm the one making it. I'm gonna do it the way I like it, right? So we kind of have a good start here. And as always, I never know if I'm gonna have enough. But I will be seasoning this a little bit, not as much as all of it. I have some herb salt, so I'm just gonna put some salt in it, a little bit, don't know. And then I have some lemon juice. I did squeeze 2 lemons in here, but we're gonna start with this. As I said, I'm making kind of the base now, and the base is going to be crumb coat and the center filling. But the center filling will have plenty more things in it. So now I'm just gonna do this, mix it up good, and I'll divide it. Looking pretty good. So let's see, can I get it-ish a third out of here? We'll see. Maybe that's a third, maybe that's half. I don't know, maybe more than a third, but hey, we're gonna start there. I have some chopped fresh dill that goes in there. I have frozen dill. I love dill. So maybe I'm just gonna get rid of whatever I have in here. Okay, some chunks. And now I have dill all over my kitchen, but that's fine. I can never have too much dill, so there's that. And that just gets to, actually we'll put this to the side for now. And we're gonna start chopping. I have crayfish. This is what crayfish looks here. Tiny little, is it the tail fin? Yeah. They were all in a salty brine that I have gotten rid of. So I'm just gonna chop this into smaller pieces. They're not really big, so I don't really have to chop them that much, but a little bit. I want them to be like all over. There we go. Let's say I'm pretty happy with that. And now they go into this. Like so. Put that to the side again. And I'll get some shrimpies out. Again, salty brined type of situation. So I did not have to peel anything today. I did go through these and just making sure that there's no like shell pieces or little legs or something that is uncomfortable to chew. And since these are a little bit bigger, there's some more chopping here. I will do half of this today. We're gonna pretty much fill it, crumb coat it, wrap it up in plastic, and then it's gonna be resting in the fridge overnight. And I will be decorating tomorrow. And there will be more shrimps and other seafoody stuff added. So there's more. So even if I make these shrimp bits very small, there's gonna be plenty more that is large. There we go. So I did a lot of prepping beforehand, but it's not that much, to be honest. You know, juicing some lemons, fixing the bread, draining these beforehand, and just all over get it all out, pretty much. Okay, so let's mix this up and see what it looks like. We will be adding some seasonings to this. See, we got plenty of green color from the dill. I do like to see this, and as you might be able to tell, I'm leaving the outside white and all the dill goes into the inside layer, like so. I will now add lemon pepper and some more dill. How about some dried dill? Because I like it. More of the lemon juice. There's still a little bit more, but I need to taste test first. So we're gonna mix this up. Make sure that the lemon juice doesn't just stay on this top and the sides. And since I did add some frozen dill that was in pieces, I will be stirring this a bit extra just to make sure that there's no chunks in here. There's plenty of different options of fillings for smörgåstårta, which is also a sandwich cake, I should have said. Chopped eggs is a popular thing. I do not like eggs, chopped or anyway. You know, boil them and chop them, and you can put it into the filling, or you boil some and put some halves on top for decoration purpose. Just not my thing. Okay, so what does it taste like? Okay, I need more salt. Even though the shrimp and crayfish wasn't a salty brine, they're not that salty. Lemon pepper, some more of that, and some more of the lemon juice. So I'm just gonna add that in there. So a total of 2 lemons was used for this. Just a little bit more dill. You can never have too much. I know not everyone thinks the same, but clearly I like it. So that's what I'm going for. Okay, let's mix. Also, one of the good things with leaving this part overnight so that the bread can soak up some juices, get it all nice and moist. We also get, you know, you do half of the job beforehand, save some time, which is awesome. You don't really have to think about it too much. Sandwich cakes are very popular for like bigger events, weddings, funerals, baptisms, birthdays. And in this case, well, this is my birthday present to myself pretty much, because I love this. So I'm making it for me, myself, and I. Yeah. So let's see what we have here. Better, but not there yet. Okay. As I said, I always wing it. You never know where I'm gonna end up. You can use tuna, you can use all sorts of meaty options, like roast beef, ham, cheese, vegetables. in my case, it's all seafoody. Like this is my favorite go-to. Everything here is just what I normally would use, right? So I think I'm happy with this. So I'm gonna start to assemble. And we did already see, I cut the crusts off because I don't like the crusts. And now it's jigsaw puzzle time here. Just make sure that they're kinda happy together. What you could do, and I do know that some people do that if they want to be really fancy, that they start doing all of this, putting the filling in, and before crumb coating it, like just trimming off the edges so that it's like a perfectly squared off or rectangle. I don't really mind about that. So let's get about half of this on here. And I'm not going to be sad if I have leftovers because I'll just dip the crust pieces in this. So I'm going to make sure to cover everything. You don't want to have dry bread when you make a smörgåstårta. That's the last thing you'd want. So get it all out to the edges. This tray is not the best size for this smörgåstårta. I also don't really like the edges of it because it's kind of hard to get it all in there. But hey, it fits in my fridge, and this is what I had. I have bigger trays. They just didn't want to fit in my fridge, so I'm gonna be able to use this. It's all good. I might not even need as much to crumb coat since I don't really have sides to crumb coat when it is like this, but it's gonna be all good. It's very, very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to have some snack toast here in a bit too. I'm not gonna use it all. So definitely don't need as much as I took. I very often do like 3 or 4 at the same time on like oven tray sizes. So, and it's been a while. Okay, I think that's pretty evened off. Let's get some more of the bread for the next layer. Like so. Oh, this is gonna be so yummy. Down there. Like so. But as you can see, right now it looks very wet and the bread's gonna soak all of that up, so it's gonna be not as wet. Get some more on the edges to get those corners. All the way out to the ends. Okay. Good. And next level. And for this final level, I'll take the other one. And it's not as soft because it's not as much lemon in it. So this is going to be a little bit less runny and less messy. Like so. And after I have covered this, I'm going to do this on the sides as well. I will be wrapping it in plastic and just putting it in the fridge until tomorrow. And then we're gonna get it out to decorate it so that I can enjoy it as I celebrate my birthday. There we go. So now we have that running down the sides. I will be cleaning off the edges a little bit on the tray, just because that's what I just like to do. But it's definitely not something I'm that worried about. If I would have made this for a special occasion for people or guests, I would have probably used another tray, and I would have cared a bit more about the aesthetics, I guess. But I know that I'm gonna be enjoying this, and it's gonna be yummy either way. But you can definitely be a lot more neat and tidy. Not like this is that messy, but it, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be yummy and go in my tummy, right? So we need to make sure that all the bread is covered. We don't want any dry corners at all. A little bit more than, you know, rather some extra. And make sure that everything is all covered. Okay, I do think we have all of it covered. Now I'm just gonna be evening it out a bit. We don't want all of it in the center. Spread it out. Have you ever had smörgåstårta? Or would you like to try some? That is my question to you. There we go. Okay. For now, that's all good. And let's get the plastic. Let's see. Where do I have my plastics? There we go. So I have just, I guess you'd call it saran wrap, maybe? Plastic foil, whatever it's called. And let's just cover this good. Move that over to there. Push it down on the sides, like so. There was a little bit of, oops, sorry. There was a hole over there, so that's why I've got a little bit extra on that side. But now, just trying to make sure there's no air bubbles. It looks like we have a hole here, so let's get a little bit extra over there just to cover that hole. All good. But there we go, you guys. This is what it all looks like. It's a hot mess, wrapped in plastic, it will now go into my refrigerator overnight, and tomorrow I'll be getting it back out with all the toppings that I'm gonna use to make this pretty. Also, there's a lot of flavor in all of that. So yeah, it wasn't that difficult. It only took us 25 minutes, even though I did some prepping beforehand. I'd say job well done, and see you tomorrow.